Hey, sorry about the video. It's a little fuzzy. Um, not sure why. It might be the lighting, but today I really wanted to talk about navigating family relationships when we're the generational curse breakers in our family. So, if you've been around people whose behavior can match with that defined as covert narcissism, also like if you see gaslighting behaviors from your family, this video is for you. Will help you, um, because these behaviors are especially like from the outside. Everyone's like, oh, they're so nice, everyone, and but when you're awake and you've done the work in yourself, and you especially, this will relate to anyone who has been in my situation where maybe you yourself have been through a series of domestic violent relationships, or you find that you're really attracted to toxicity. And so you had to do the inner work, right? Like I had to do the inner work and find out, where did that come from? Because we're dispositioned for that. That's not something that just happens and everything is learned. So I actually bought books on psychopathy to help my situation that I had to get out of in August. And through those books, it made me understand also more of my psychology and why I was predispositioned for a lot of gaslighting behavior and manipulation, um, and especially lack of empathy. People with lack of empathy, you know, these are behaviors I grew up around, and to this day, there is still happens. And so, especially as someone who's been doing the work, you'll never get credit for it, right? You might never get credit for it. The work you're doing might never be seen, and because it's a work for yourself, it's a work for your future family. And I know we don't do this work for credit anyway, right? But the feelings that arise are such, grief and sadness. And so this is again, just where I'm at today. Something happened today where I'm having to really take on that higher perspective spiritually and energetically, and not um, allow the ego to like take over my higher self. Because when we're, especially when we're in environments, let's say we're on the spiritual awakening journey and we've done the work, we're really working on ourselves, we've improved our relationships with ourselves, we can see all the toxic behavior, we can see everything for what it is now. And now we've decided to not enable those behaviors, not only within ourselves but in front of us, because if we enable that in front of us, well, then we're just continuing the patterns, right? Well, one thing I'm learning though is that, and this again goes with Buddhism and with being present, is to allow everything. And when I say allow, to think that there's something that we have to not permit, that's what actually attaches us to the toxicity. So, for example, if we've really been affected by someone's behavior, we have to go deeper within ourselves. And it's okay to make energetic boundaries, right? Like we can pull back. We can pull back from someone. But to try to control someone else, to try to control another behavior, and even try to control energetically, like trying to permit something or not permit something, that's like all a form of trying to control something energetically, these ideas. That's what we have to release. Releasing that will help us truly connect with our inner peace. And so that's just what I'm reconnecting with now. And it's not, it's a different journey than the one of emotional codependency, right? When we're walking in a higher self and embodying love and compassion. It's sending that love and compassion to ourselves and then turning it outward so that instead of creating more trauma when things happen, we can remain in love and compassion. So it's definitely a journey, but I just wanted to share this process that I'm going through right now inwardly, because maybe you're around others and you're having the same struggle, when there are patterns that you're resolving that might not be seen by everyone, might not even be known about, right? The idea is remembering that everyone is innocent. There's innocence. There's innocence in everyone, and that's what I have to remember. Like, I have to say that out loud to remember. So when we're offended by something, when we feel hurt, feel it all. And you might have narratives running through too, like, oh, she did this happened, oh, I feel this way, and we may have to cycle these things, but if we can just clear it out after and wash it away and get back to the truth of love and compassion, embodiment, and seeing every person as innocent, for they know not what they do, right? That's what Jesus said, for they know not what they do. And that's really projecting innocence. So remember that everything we feel triggered by from someone, it's literally like a result of, that's our inner child showing us that, oh, this was never dealt with, that, oh, you didn't heal this yet. And that's why it's so hard to be around family, right? Because it's that perpetual inner child that's going to be triggered again and again and again. But I hope this helps someone. So just continue doing the work inwardly. Show up for yourself. Be gentle with others. Be loving. Be compassionate. And remember that everyone is innocent. There's only innocence. And that will really, really help you in moving forward and being able to interact with everyone in a relationship way instead of isolating yourself, because we're not made for that. And there's a reason you're the one doing the work. And just know that it's all love. Remember, it's all love. And the final thing I want to say is, remember, every single person in your life is a teacher and a friend. This is something that the Buddhism really teaches too. Everyone's a teacher and a friend. So in these moments, when it can be tempting to be stuck in the ego stories and the hurt and the victimhood, remembering that, and showing gratitude and saying thank you for teaching me is a part of it too that's very helpful on this journey. But yeah, be gracious with yourself. I've already, there are times when I come back and I put hard boundaries on someone, and I'm like, then I have to go around and do the work again inwardly and be love and compassion and rescind that, because I'm like, nope, I'm not operating like that anymore. That's the ego. I'm love and compassion. I don't need to control everything because I'm free. I'm trying to free myself. I'm freeing myself. I don't want to attach myself to trauma. I want to free myself. So we have to become that, right? Anyway, I hope this video helps someone. If you can relate to it, share in the comments, and thanks for watching.